and welcome to the Motorsport Coaching Podcast, sponsored by Motivate Training and Management. This is a podcast where we talk to drivers and industry experts to help you maximize your performances on and off the track. Let's get started with today's show. Hello, crew, and welcome to Motivate Training and Management. I'm Belinda Risley. I thought I'd jump on here. I haven't been on live for a long time. I thought it'd be fun to launch a sponsorship course and to move to a farm, sell 2 properties, and have school holidays. And on top of all that, I got bronchitis. So it has been a challenging month. Oh, and of course we had Sandown and Bathurst. It's been a very, very busy month, but I am back. And in the month of October, we are focusing on social media. So for those who haven't been following Motivate for long periods of time, as you can see with our banner, that we focus on sponsorship, social media, branding, and PR. And basically the social media, branding, and PR, we focus on them twice a year. So for October, we're doing social media, and we generally go back and do it again in February. So in October, it's around about when time that your race season is wrapping up, and but you're still needing some social media content, and maybe you're going to a new category next year and you're needing some sponsors right now. So it's about how do you build up that brand to get you ready to go into the new year. And then, of course, in February, you've just started. It's a brand new year. And, of course, social media is always changing the platforms, the algorithm, latest trends, features, and benefits. Although we do generally each week provide some updates on that inside our free Motorsport Sponsorship Facebook group. This month, we fully focus on social media. So tonight, I'm just going to jump on and tell you a little bit about what is the role that social media plays within sponsorship. And of course, if you are watching live, if you've got any questions, feel free to pop them below, and I'll be happy to answer them. I've got a little fancy button, if I can find it. So there it is. There you go. Beautiful. All right, team. So what is the role when it comes to social media? Because when it comes to social media, especially as a motorsport athlete, you definitely don't want the platform that you're on to be a chore. As you know, you probably have already your own personal platform, which is fantastic, or page or profile. And we highly recommend that you do actually have 2. So your racing one, which is a little bit more professional, and then your personal one that ideally you would have private. So when sponsors are looking for you, they know specifically which one to go out, because certainly they don't want to see you, what you're getting up to on the weekend. We're all entitled to have our social life, but we definitely don't want to see anything that we shouldn't be seeing, i.e. vaping or drinking, being drunk, or anything like that. So it is really important, if you are wanting to seriously pursue your career within motorsports, that you even remind your immediate partner, friends, what they actually tag you in on social media, because the first thing that a prospect is going to do is obviously Google you. They might directly go to Facebook, they might go to Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is, but they generally are going to pop it into Google to see what they can find out about you. So again, it's highly recommend that you have the 2 different platforms, one that your friends can see, and one that's a little bit more professional. And e.g., that's why it's also great to have a website too, because for SEO, which is the search engine optimization, that when they go to type in your name, generally if you have a website, that's going to come first and foremost over any social media account. So again, we'll talk about websites a little bit later within the month, but today we're talking about the role of social media. So first of all, when you're deciding on a platform, find a platform that resonates with you. Again, you don't want it to be a chore, because again, you've got your personal one and you're probably already posting there quite regularly. So with your professional one, you still need to be professional, obviously, be consistent, but the content that you're going to paste is going to be a little bit different. So what the sponsors are looking for when we're doing a sponsorship proposal, the things they're looking for is the analytics side of things. So it's really important that you actually know the analytics of your social media fans. So if you're choosing Facebook, for example, because I'm here on Facebook, do you know how to read those analytics behind the scenes? So do you know how old your fan base is? Do you know where they live? Do you know the breakdown I always eat dinner before I jump on these things, so I'm really sorry. But do you know the breakdown of the demographics that actually follow you? So behind each of the platform, even if it's not on Facebook, there's always an insight page or analytic page that you need to go into. And each month we put out a social media content calendar, and inside that there's an audit as well. But it's simply that you can set up your own spreadsheet and you can have all this data each and every month. But ideally, you're wanting to grow your fan base each and every month so that you can showcase that to your sponsors, even to your current sponsors, because a sponsor wants to come on board because you may have that demographic that they're after. So you might have that fan base that they're looking to either move into or to engage with or to have products and services to promote more so too. So it's really important that you understand your analytics. So if you want an audit, just put in audit below, even if you're watching the replay, and I'm happy to send it out for free as a DM through Facebook. I'll just message it out to you, and you can start at least going through that social media audit. So again, the other thing that's really important, the relationship between social media and sponsorship, is the branding. So for yourself, it allows you to craft and control your public image. So a well-managed profile that aligns with the sponsor's values or branding can make partnership a lot more valuable. So when you're working with me or you're doing sponsorship, the first thing that we do is always identify your values. And so when we're looking for sponsors who to engage with, we're looking to make sure that our values are aligned. So having social media, it can showcase to prospects what's important to you. What are your values? What is your brand? Are you that high-end sports athlete, or are you like quite quirky and down to earth that loves to cook? But social media allows you to bring out your brand, and for not only your fans but also for your sponsors to identify who you are and what you're going to be known for. And it obviously just gives you that platform to have that voice as well. And then, of course, you need to be consistent. So consistent with your messaging on those social media platforms. So and also to promote your sponsors' messaging as well, to ensure that you've got brand continuity and that people are always seeing kind of the same image of yourself. Like if you go back to all of my videos, I'm generally always in black. I'm always talking with my hands, and I'm always talking quite fast. Can't change that. That's who I am. But again, with your platforms, you can bring your brand and your personality to it. So it's a great way for people to learn who you are and what you're about, and not so much anything to do with your driving skills or ability, but people invest in people. So social media gives you that ability to showcase, again, who you are and what you want to be known for. Of course, it gives you a platform, a kind of a free platform at this stage, that you can actually showcase your sponsors' products in actions, or you can use them during your racing, during training, and you can share those moments. You can obviously give like free testimonials and reviews, general endorsements for your sponsors. And again, it's kind of free promotion as long as you're like tagging them. Even you can potentially take over their social media platforms for one day or for half a day or for an hour, 5 minutes, or whatever it is, so that again, that sponsor's going to get return on investment, and that you can, sorry, excuse me, and so that their fans of this, so the sponsors' fans, the sponsors' clients can see who you are, and again, what that investment is going towards. You can also do free and fun things like interactive Q&A sessions. You can do a live stream like this, showcasing behind the scenes. You can do it at your sponsor's location. And you can even use social media to be a little bit tricky and cheeky to actually promote brands that you actually want to work with as well. So it's one way to kind of get noticed. Again, like when we're doing sponsorship, we're always talking about trying to be unique, and making sure that sponsors know about you or prospects know about you. So, trying to do a little bit of a product placement, like I can got here Swiss, and I could go, this is the rose water, and now I'm feeling fantastic after spraying it on my face, and tag them into it. They're going to think it's quite funny and quite cute, and then at least it puts you onto their radar. So don't hesitate to use a little bit of product placement, a little bit cheeky and a little bit fun, again, aligned with your brand. And again, I've just been saying that a lot of this is around about free advertising for your sponsor. Of course, they're investing within you and that they're covering the cost. But you might have that new market that they're after. And so they're willing for you to kind of run a little bit wild, a little bit crazy, or basically to be aligned with the values, aligned with the brand, and it can be very professional. And you've got your set social media pieces that you do each and every month. So again, when we go into sponsorship agreements, we're really break down the KPIs. And one of those KPIs is actually how much or how many social media posts, videos, all of that kind of social media content that you're going to offer that sponsor. Because obviously if a sponsor's giving you $500 and a sponsor's giving you $5,000, what you're going to offer them as far as social media content creation goes is going to be a lot different. If someone's giving you $500, you might just do one post a week. If someone's giving $5,000, it might be 3 posts a week. But that's up to you to decide, depending on how much you like social media. If you're an introvert, it's going to be a lot harder and it's not something that's going to really drive you. But if you're an extrovert and you love doing social media and you love doing videos, it's going to be quite easy for you. So you need to work out what is your cost, but that cost to doing a post and the time that it takes to actually post or do the video and edit and write the captions and the hashtags, all of that is your time. And you need to be able to break that down when you're seeking sponsorship as well. Obviously, so I've also got some notes here, so I'm just scrolling through. Obviously, with the social media platforms, it's ideal that you just be consistent, that you're building that relationship long term. And again, it's about showcasing that brand. But you can do fun things as well, like engaging followers with contests and giveaways, special deals with your partners. So again, each month when we're doing that social media content planner that we put out, there's some questions around like engaging with your current sponsors about what kind of promotions do they have coming up? Can you assist them in any way? And sometimes sponsors, it might be new to them sponsoring an athlete, so they may have never thought of what you can actually offer them in return as well. So this kind of planner just gives you some, guidance to actually engage with your sponsors. And because a sponsor is going to love someone that's proactive and actually comes to them and say, hey, you should do this. Or hey, I can see that you're going to be launching your product or you're opening a new store. I could actually bring my vehicle down. I'm in the location, or I will come down and sign some autographs. Again, it depends on how much money they're offering you, but the more benefits that you can offer them, the more value, then that more return on investment they're going to get, and the more investing they're going to give to you. All right, guys. So that's just a little bit about the role of social media over the next couple of days. Actually, for the rest of the month, every day I'm going to jump on and just do a quick tip and a strategy to go behind that. But we do have an upcoming social media challenge. It's $27. It starts on Wednesday, the 25th of October. It's for 10 days. Normally in October we do 30 days, but because I was sick and everything, I've got it down to 10 days. But it's 10 intense days. You're going to learn more around about social media. Again, the different platforms, the trends on each of the platforms, how to use all the platforms, but more importantly around about engagement. How do you improve your engagement, your likes, your followers, how to work with your current sponsors, and how to engage with new sponsors. Because my biggest gripe, I guess, is that when I see social media posts like, hey, I'm racing at Bathurst, I've got some room on my card, do you want to sponsor me? Any of those things make me freak out. The sponsors don't want to read it. Normally when you're engaging with a sponsor, it does take around 3 to 6 months to actually onboard them, to get them to say yes. And of course, with the financial years, a lot of the budgets are allocated. So you do need to really be mindful when you're seeking sponsors. That's why I say when you're sponsorship seeking, that you should be doing it every week, every day, at least, a couple of hours, because people's, again, financials, like their financial year are quite different, but also like their marketing plan, like their initiatives that they're going to be rolling out are at different times of the year, and you don't know until you ask questions. But anyway, team, I hope you've got some value out of that and about the role of social media. Again, it shouldn't just be something that you're doing and ticking a box. There should be a reason as to why. Why are you on that platform? Why have you chosen that platform? and what kind of followers do you actually have, and how can you engage them more and get them get more followers and get more engagement onto each of your posts. All right, team, have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Well, thanks everyone for listening to this week's show. I really hope you enjoyed that one as much as I did. Now, remember, all the show notes with the links and the specials mentioned in today's show are available over at motivatetraining.com.au. If you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you could head to iTunes or Stitcher, type in Motorsport Coaching, subscribe, and leave us a review. Each week, I'll read them out, and you'll go into a monthly draw to win a fantastic prize. If you have any questions or comments, please email us at motivatetraining.com.au or head over to our Facebook page at Motivate to Tea. Until next time, take care.